Rape means
Rape means
violating a woman, just having sex with her without her consent.
Rape? Well, I automatically just think of like the physical consequences of rape. And then I think for me it just means assaulting someone sexually against their will.
rape means forced intercourse, or just forcing oneself upon someone of either the same or the opposite sex without their consent.
Rape for me means to me that you have not given consent. If you don't allow someone, you do not want to do something sexually, you don't have to. And if you verbally, body language, any way that you show that you do not want to do it, you're not giving your consent, that's what rape means.
Unwanted sexual conduct from one party onto another.
Rape to me, well, it's different for a lot of people, but to me, I believe it's when it's forced sexual harassment. Because if a girl doesn't want to do something with a guy and he forces her, that's what rape is to me.
I think it has a huge part of rape, not that I agree with it, but I think that it is the general assumption that if a woman exudes like a explicit sexuality, whether it's the way she dresses or the way she speaks, things of that nature, that she is fair game sexually.
I believe that it does, but I don't think that it should. My mother used to tell me a story about how someone got robbed. I'm not even sure if it's a real story, but she said someone got robbed and their purse was snatched, and the person runs up to someone who she thought was an authority figure, says, "Oh my goodness, I just got robbed, my purse was snatched." And the gentleman said, "Ma'am, I'm not a cop, I'm just dressed like a cop." So basically, with that being said, it's like if she used to say, if you dress like a whore, people will assume that you are. Now, to me, it doesn't mean that you should act any differently towards them, but again, it kind of gives people the wrong assumption.
I don't think what a woman wears or how much she drinks or who she gets in the car with, I really don't think that that justifies any kind of rape. I actually read this really funny meme the other day, and it was this guy saying, "I'm just going to tackle everyone who wears a football jersey because he was dressed in a football jersey, he was asking for it." And I thought that was absolutely brilliant, because one of the biggest arguments I hear is, look at how she was dressed. She was wearing, a really short skirt, and she was, exposing everything. It really doesn't matter what she wears. It's just the fact that someone can't just come in and violate a woman just because of what she's wearing. That's the most ridiculous argument that I hear, and unfortunately I hear it a lot.
I think that there's no excuse for it. No one asks to be raped, and I don't think a woman should have to manage her behavior and what she likes and what she enjoys to avoid being raped. I think it really, like I said,
I think a lot of people assume that it is a woman's job to prevent rape. How do we prevent rape? Don't go out late at night, don't wear this. But I think it's more, rape should be prevented by like the aggressor. Like it shouldn't even have to like get to that point.
Do you think that there are preventative measures for anyone to be taken against sexual assault?
I think the preventative measures are cultural and men's views on women. I think it really, when it comes down to it, regardless of what a woman does to prevent rape, she can't. She has no power. Someone takes her power. So I think it really has to begin with men and having them understand what they can and cannot do.
It's an ongoing situation, but no one is really getting at the source, which is educating young men and educating young women.
Taught respect, it needs to be a social movement.
there's things that you can do to prevent it, but I mean, people are brash and they make snap decisions, be they good or bad. I mean, in my personal opinion, everyone should know what you can do to get out of certain struggles. Everyone should know how to at least defend themselves in a certain way. But more than that, you should instruct people that rape is wrong no matter who you are, what sex you are. It's just wrong. I've known guys that have been raped. I've had my own instances with it. I've been accused of rape, falsely, I should add. It's not fun. My friends that were raped, I had to go there and I had to help them out. When I was accused of rape, I literally had almost my entire life thrown in jeopardy. It's not a joke. It's pretty serious. It's not something you can just say, and it's not something anyone should ever do.
No means no.
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 No means no.